Hi guys, this is part 2, the industry, but I made it out. And here is the reason why I am not, will not, and refuse to get monetized. Let's take a quick listen to me, and then we're going to go into part 2, which hopefully will be the final ending. I'm trying not to make it so long so that you guys will stay engaged. So I'm going to talk to you just briefly a little bit, and then we'll go right into our video. We need to understand that what you're about to see is real. I can vouch for that. My hand is raised. This thing is real. It is the truth. It has happened and is happening still today. Trafficking you and your children, your children's kids, your mama, your cousin, and your best friend, Mookie. Yes. Who's doing these things? Might you ask? Every single last one of the ones that you idol, the ones you look up to, the ones that you can see someone post coming out of a hotel or restaurant with a oversized jacket on and a pair of baggy jeans, and you hit the floor. You go buck wild and bananas. And they're human beings just like you. In fact, they are living so dangerously, recklessly, and I'll say dangerously again. So you wouldn't even want to be friends with them. Trust me. My hand is raised. What we need to understand is that, and I'm basically speaking for everything that's going on, but I'm focusing in on the content creators. A lot of us seeing that a whole lot of these content creators are blowing up. Well, what happens is you get a knock on the door. You get a letter, or you get an email or emails from the industry. I'll just call them the industry. Right after I got my YouTube channel, after coming back from the J6 Trump rally. And I did a little video YouTube channel. It wasn't even under my name at first. It was under my grandson's. But you need to understand that this is a real thing, and it is really, really happening to you, your cousins, your neighbors, doctors, lawyers. These people are the one that is doing the trafficking. The celebrities. They're trafficking your kids, your neighbors, your friends, all of the R. Kelly people that thought that they was getting some type of come up from the celebrity, so-called celebrity, R. Kelly. See, your favorite idol that you worship, and go all Google Gaga over, salivating all over their name. You can't even touch them, but you're salivating over them. You're worshiping them. Entities, deities, bad spirits. They are nothing more than bad spirits. See, your idol has been switched. Okay? Cloned, replaced, whatever you want to call it. And I know you have to see the pattern. They get locked up for something. They go away to jail, which is the cloning station. And then they come back out. If they was real big, they come out skinny and looking real good. If they looked all right and they was halfway attractive, they come out looking extra, Remy Ma, extra, not like themselves. And have you ever stopped to wonder why all of the content creators, most of them had nice teeth? But have you ever stopped to pay attention and notice that they're getting their teeth done? That's a tracking. I never forget, I was told by a higher up person that is helping take these bad people down. They said to me, oh, we have a tracking, we can track each and every single hundreds of thousands, all of the celebrities. No matter where they go, no matter what they do, we can track them. We know where they at. We know where they not. They don't have the ability to. And I thought, it's either through some type of inside surgery. 9 times out of 10, it is the teeth. Facial, they got their cheekbones raised. They got butt implants. They got eyebrow, what she say, the eyebrow scalping or whatever it's called. You are chipped. You think they just put that stuff out there and we ain't chipped yet? They're chipped. It's simple, people. People that get locked up and they come out and they get the little wrist thing on their ankle because they on probation, whatever that thing is called. But basically, your people that you idol, they have been switched. Okay? From the Jay-Z's, the Gucci Mans, the Ashanti, the Ashanti and her big head boyfriend out of nowhere, they came back and now they together. To Akon and Madonna, they all of them, they switched out. They are not the same. Why do you think they looking all crap? Breathe, she knows. But anyway, I don't want to make this too long because I already done messed up already. But you need to understand that they all are switched out. Okay? See, when they first up on the scene, like me, if I was to have been a part of it, I would have been in the blue. Like Jay-Z, if you go back and watch all his videos from his rap songs, his backgrounds is blue. Shirley Caesar's in blue. Everybody performing, they blue. They background. Wherever they talking, wherever they interviewing, it's blue. But now it's purple. That's because there are some special people that's taking them down. And there's nothing but purple. You see the red, that's a message. Okay, you're going to barely see. The only time you're going to really see the black and white now is in the videos that they already done a while ago. But these people were first put in the blue, and it's not particularly in this order. Then they was put in the black and white. They wore black and white, and then they performed on a black and white stage or in their videos, and they wore all white. Tina Campbell from Mary. Then they wore the purple. Hillary Clinton, all purple. Who does that? That's letting you know you royalty to the elites, and you followed all their commands, and you get to go. I believe she was a 33. I need to look that up. And then you wear the leopard. You're getting pimped out, baby. Everybody running up in you. It's going to be boy on boy action, girl on girl action. Yes. You heard Jaguar right talking about it. She from my hometown. We used to run in the same spots together. I'm older than her, but she was out there. Yeah, because they'll turn you out at a young age. I thank God I made it out. Again, this is the industry part 2. I made it out. And here's the reason why I'm not monetized. See, let me go back. So you wear that purple. And you wear the purple time and time again. Because now you have to keep up the game. If you do a certain amount of unaliving, y'all know the sacks. You do a certain amount of unaliving, you good for whatever. For how many ever months or years. Like Jay-Z, he was good for a long time because he a whole slew of them. Okay, so he stayed in the blue for a long time. Then Drake came up and surpassed him, and his background is blue. Go check it out. And you know, they once they get they unaligned, but when they get they very first, when they first come up on the scene and the elites pull you in, you get to be you have to unalive somebody. Preferably they want you, they be on your back, they want you to unalive a new child, I ain't gonna, or someone of a young age, right? And once you do it, you're gonna wear red sneakers or red shoes, something red on your feet. Check it out. Just go back and look at some videos. Look at when your favorite artists start changing, and look back. I could give you one Rihanna riding on the bicycle with her red hair, her red shoes. That really was a real life unaliving on video live. Look at them people really running and screaming when that guy got unalived in her video. I think the name of it is called Man Down. But anyway, let me get on off of here. But you must unalive somebody in the beginning. It has to be a bambino. And after being seen with the red shoes on. But now it's the red rubber dookie, dumb, stupid, goofy looking Popeye looking rubber boots. And then you become a boy on boy. Yeah. You wear that leopard and you get ran into. Look at all your celebrities. They make sure they get your attention with the leopard. Way back to Madonna, way back to Marilyn Monroe, leopard dress. Beyonce coming out with the leopard. Rihanna laying on the bed with the leopard. One of the Kardashians, the younger ones, with the Kardashian leopard on, and they competing against Rihanna. Leopard. Megan Good, leopard. Then you get the blonde hair, cause now you're under M to the K, Ultra. Kanye was, which is not the real one. If y'all paid attention when President Trump went on TV and was like, yeah, we've been friends a long time. He kept saying long time. That was a message. Okay? I ain't gonna get all into it, but let me see. I'm already 13 minutes. I'm gonna squeeze another 7 minutes in. So it's gonna have to be a part 3. I do apologize, but I'm trying to give y'all some information. Yeah, it's gonna be boy on boy and vice versa. They turn you gay. I said it. And if don't nobody know by now, P. Diddy changed his name several times. It's the reason why. I'll share that with you later. But P. Diddy has slept with everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. I'm coming from the era industry of the 80s and 90s and the middle 2000s. I'm trying to tell you, everybody that you can think of, say their name, he slept with them. Boy or girl, okay? What we need to understand, that all your celebrity people that you so love, they did something very, 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 very bad against humans, children, okay? And the world, including me and you. They the reason why all this is going on. Y'all better understand and know it. And they had, which means done already, to be tried via tribunal, which is a court for all the celebrities and the dignitaries. And they was found guilty. And now they're either spending the rest of their life. This is, maybe they didn't do anything against humanity. Either they're spending life in Gitmo, and it's 3 other prisons that they created for all of them. I was told when all this is said and done, it's going to be under 1,000 so-called celebrities that's still alive. Now, I don't know about being on the outside of prison, but they going to be still alive. And those would be the ones that either get let me back up. So you either get punishment once you're found guilty if you didn't do anything against humanity, crimes against children, or no trafficking or anything like that. You get prison and to spend prison out for the rest of your born days, right in prison for the rest of your life. You found guilty, you get, and that's gonna be in Gitmo, one of them other prisons, or you get punishment if you did something against children or just humanity. If you was the reason why you played a part in COVID, just pay attention to what I'm saying. If you played a part in this COVID situation where you was the ones that was help pushing the issue, you was the one that was taking vows and you created the ingredients for the COVID vaccine. If you was a doctor that gave a jab, you are going down, and your punishment is punishment. How did I say it? Punishment by D to the F. You know the word DEATH. And if you didn't do anything, crimes against humanity, but you spending life in prison, you made a deal to stay alive. And this also go for the other people that got life and was going to get the punishment of the D to the F, but they did a deal. And so they deal is what you're seeing now, where you see all these so-called celebrities. They not. They look out likes. They got the body armor on to look like them. A lot of other celebrities is playing. A lot of people are playing other celebrities. They're either unalive or they didn't make a deal. And so they have to carry out this deal. And that's why you see whatever that guy named, he real thin and light skinned, and he doing he on the turntables, and he got this old group that used to be out back in the day and another group, and they coming up one at a time and they singing. Those are not the real celebrities. They're keeping you busy. Ouch, I just popped the, what's your name, my ear. They're keeping you busy so that they can continue to take these monsters down. But what you need to understand is their job was to fool the masses. And guess what? Sadly, it worked. Not my hand ain't raised on that one, because I already knew what it was. Okay? You guys need to do 3 things. You need to hear me. You can listen, but sometimes people ain't hearing me. I need you to hear me. I need you to get some understanding, figure it out, go look it up. And then I need you to actually know that this exists. That means to believe it. And you probably saying, well, why how am I believe it ain't happened to me? Child, the whole world is trying to tell you. But anyway, without me holding up any further, because we already on 18 minutes, and that's a little bit too long. And I'm not the one, I can't stand the rambling, blah, 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 blah. So, let's go. Get a move on. And there's going to be a part 3. Stay tuned for part 3.
I was collaborating with everyone, and it was the era of clickbait YouTube. And to be honest, it was extremely fun for the first few months. Until Hollywood started to notice that influencers were the next big thing, and that the landscape of the industry was changing. And we started to get invited to more exclusive parties and events, where it seemed as if old Hollywood was almost grooming new Hollywood. And there was rumors of this one gathering that was happening on a monthly basis, where it seemed like anybody that got invited saw a massive jump in their numbers, secured huge brand deals right after attending. But apparently this gathering worked on a buddy system. Someone had to vouch for you and bring you as a guest. And by blind luck, me and David ended up getting invited. Some talent agents saw me and David shoot a silly skit at a random party. He didn't invite us that second, he just told us that he saw something special in us and took our contact information. And listen, people do that all the time in LA, but this guy had a different feel to him. He wasn't trying to convince us he had connections or hype himself up like everybody else does. He was just super calm and had a sharp way of speaking that demanded respect. He was extremely brief, and after getting our numbers, he just said, look out for the invite. Walked away. And this is where it gets weird. I never gave this guy my address. I only gave him my number. But I ended up getting an invitation certified wet. And at the time, I thought that that was so cool. But in retrospect, as an adult looking back at it, that alone was a huge violation of privacy and a major red flag. But at the time, when I tell you I was absolutely buzzing with excitement. When I got it, the letter was so extravagant and detailed. It was gold with black and red lettering that read something like, "Your talents have been noted, your name has been endorsed, and I'll never forget this part. The dreams you've been chasing are a night away through the seventh heaven." And the address was a beautiful home in Laurel Canyon that was set to happen that weekend. It also noted to not be a minute late and not to expect to leave before midnight. And at the time, it felt like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. And the excitement doubled when I got a text from David at the same time, in all caps saying, "Did you get one too?" I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. When I tell you I was on cloud nine leading up to that party, I mean, I was so young and naive and delusionally optimistic. I truly believed that I was going to go to this party and leave rich, because it literally seemed like that was happening to the creators around me that attended. I was hyped. I've never been a braggy person, but when you're young and excited, you get consumed by good news and want to talk to your friends and peers about it. So everybody that I chatted with who I knew was a content creator and was in the know about this party, I couldn't help but to tell. And all the feedback was positive and along the lines of, "Let me know how it goes," or "Can you try to get me into the next one?" And even some from bigger creators saying, "I'll see you there," with like a little smirk on their face, like they were pumped for it. Except for one conversation with a creator that most of you probably know. This creator is an extremely positive guy, and he's one of the most wholesome, bubbly, genuine guys I met out there. And when I told him the good news, he...
Hey everyone, Michael and Amanda here, and we cannot wait for Easter Sunday.
All right. My apologies, guys.
Except for one conversation with a creator that most of you probably know. This creator is an extremely positive guy, and he's one of the most wholesome, bubbly, genuine guys I met out there. And when I told him the good news, he looked at me like I told him a tsunami was headed towards the building. The usual joy that this man brought to every conversation turned into real fear and concern, and he made me leave the lobby and come up to his apartment before explaining anything to me. Like he was scared that somebody was going to overhear our conversation. When we got up to his apartment, he was just pacing, like he had no idea how to start this conversation. But when he finally spoke up, all he said was, "Listen, Doug, I know you're excited, but I'm begging you, please do not go. That man is not who you think he is." He was being so frantic, and I could see tears welling up in this guy's eyes. But I was young, and I thought that I knew everything. I didn't even think the talent agent that sent us the invite was important. I was interested in the connections, and I didn't really care if the talent agent was shady or if his intention was to sign me to a bad team. I thought I'd just say no to any bad contract that he tried to send me, but still get to reap all the benefits of the party. So I tried to pry a little bit and ask follow-up questions, but all he gave me was, "I have a friend who went, and he hasn't been the same since he didn't cooperate. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you." I start reassuring him that it won't make me do anything that I don't want to do. I don't even drink, let alone take any party favors. So peer pressure isn't much of an issue for me. I make up a lie to get out of the situation because, to be honest, I selfishly wanted to stay excited about this party, and I really didn't want to hear anything negative about it. So I jokingly told him that I'd text him when I got home and that I had to leave to edit some videos tonight. What I was really doing was calling my dad to beg him for $100 to buy a rental suit. Mind you, we were all still poor, and I was living in an apartment that I could barely afford. My dad reluctantly sent me the money, and I immediately texted David to pick me up tomorrow at 5 p.m. so we could both get our suits before the party and grab food before we head to the party at 11. When David picked me up the next day, he was so excited and in such a great mood that I had to hide my concerns from him, at least while we were shopping for the rental suits. I had to manufacture excitement because David always has his camera out, and I wouldn't just be spoiling the mood, I would be ruining the content that he was trying to record. So I went along with it throughout the shopping process. Our plan was to drop his car off at my apartment, walk to the In-N-Out Burger on Sunset Boulevard, eat, and then change into our suits in the bathroom and hop into the Uber, so we didn't smell like burgers. When we finally sat down to eat, I took that opportunity to bring up the warning that my friend gave me the day before in his apartment. I told him everything that he said to me and how scared he looked when he said it. And then I was feeling a little bit worried about going to this party. David cut me off before I even got to finish my sentence and firmly said we're going. And then went on a rant about how my friend is a jealous clout chaser and that he's just salty that his content isn't good enough and would never be invited to something like this.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to do part 3, unfortunately. I'm getting ready to, because we're already in 24 minutes. So I'm getting ready to do my table and my other little sofa table that I got the other day. But guys, be encouraged. Stay tuned for part 3 of the industry. I made it out, and the reason why I refuse, am not monetized. I love you.